Have you ever spent a lot of money on a product only to use it and then find out it's okay? If you could go back in time, you wouldn't necessarily spend that coin again. That is how I feel about these products that I'm going to share with you today. They're not bad, but if I could go back, I wouldn't buy them again. This video is just for fun. If you love any of these products, keep on loving them. This is not meant to offend you. I am so happy that you're getting your money's worth. I just wish that I would have not purchased them. Starting off with the big one. I'm going to ruffle some feathers with this one, I know. Personally, I just do not feel like Pat McGrath's eyeshadows, especially her Mothership palettes, are worth the $125 some odd that they cost. The packaging is stunning. I have the Huetopian Dreams Mothership 9, I believe. And let me just say that the quality of these shadows is not bad. The mattes are really good, very pigmented, they blend out nicely, and the shimmers are beautiful. There's a duochrome in here that's really cool, very beautiful. They feel creamy, buttery, not flaky. She does have some really pretty special shades. I believe these are her Blitz Astral shades, where they're like really tiny pieces of just fine, not glitter, but kind of very sparkly, very reflective, very dimensional. And I can't deny that they are something special when placed all over the eyelid. There's a couple reasons why I don't personally feel like these Mothership palettes are necessarily worth it. And the main reason being, I feel like you can get very similar quality with indie eyeshadows. For example, Ensilly Rain is one of my favorite indie brands. And this whole palette, where you get 25 shades, is $88, I believe, versus $125. So you get way more shades. Yes, the pan sizes are small, but personally, I would rather have a bigger variety in shades than a larger pan size, because it takes me forever, if ever, to go through an entire eyeshadow. You get just as beautiful, reflective, shimmery, holographic, multi-chromes, duochromes, special shades. The thing that makes Pat McGrath stand out on the mainstream market, I think, is that a lot of mainstream brands don't have those types of special shades, but a lot of indie brands do. So for that reason, I don't find myself justifying this if I can just order a palette from an indie brand for cheaper, that has more shades, just as good quality. Also, in this palette in particular, you only get 3 mattes, which for me is just very limiting. There's not a lighter matte shade. They're all pretty mid-tone when it comes to the depth. So it's just difficult to create a variety of different looks. And these 3 shimmers are just standard shimmers you can find in any palette whatsoever. These are the only really special shades, and for 4 special shades, it's just not worth $125. I'm sorry, don't kill me. That's just how I feel. Another super hyped product that I personally just don't see the hype with is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Setting Powder, I think it's called. I have the shade Fair. This is the travel size. This is a fine setting powder. Everyone says that it smooths the skin like no other. It's porcelain airbrush baby doll skin in a pan, but I don't know. It's a little bit too heavy on my skin, I guess. I feel like it looks like it's sitting on top of my skin, and it's not the most blurring powder I've ever tried. Personally, I prefer my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop powder, and this is like a third of the price. It's okay, but I've had this little mini forever, and honestly, I just never use it. I never reach for it. Another product that I'm like, $30-something for this? This is the NARS Light Reflecting Eye Brightener. I have the lightest shade in Swan. First of all, the packaging is so weird because it's such a narrow opening and the product is way deep down inside. You can't really dig your finger in, you have to use a brush. It's just kind of hard to use. I just wish the product was closer to the top. I don't know, maybe I'm just not the right audience for this type of product. It's not really a concealer. It's supposed to be an eye brightener, so it has a little bit of glow to it. It's supposed to brighten the eyes with some dewiness, but also the shade, I suppose, is supposed to be a little bit brightening. It's just kind of a useless product in my opinion. If I'm gonna do my makeup, I want something that has more coverage. It's just like an extra step that I just don't find myself reaching for. For like a no makeup day, I use it sometimes, but it does crease a bit on me, and it sort of accentuates the hollowness I have under my eyes, so not necessarily terrible, but I would not purchase it again. The About Face Performer Foundation. This launched earlier this year, and I did do a full first impressions review of this on my channel. And I will say, I love how it looks when you first apply it. It blends in so easily. It looks really, really pretty, but it just doesn't wear well on my skin. It sinks into every single nook and cranny, crevice on my face. It's like butter sinking into an English muffin. This just finds every single hole and wants to make its home in it. It's okay, but I think it's around $20. I would just rather go to the drugstore and get like my Maybelline Super Stay Skin Tint. That wears so much better. It's fine, but I need a foundation that's gonna wear for this price point. Another meh product, the Crushed Oil Infused Gloss from Bobbi Brown. It's not super shiny. It doesn't last that long on the lips. It's not very pigmented. Go to the drugstore and get the Fat Oil Lip Drips from NYX. These are 10 times better. In my opinion, this is not worth $30. No, sir. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer. This is too sticky. It's really difficult to blend eyeshadows on. That might be a personal thing. It's not unusable. You can blend on top of it, but it just takes a little bit more elbow grease. I like how pigmented it is. It does do a good job of making your colors and shadows pop because it gives you that white base and it cancels out any discoloration you have on your eyes. I just prefer the one from Juvia's Place better personally. So you guys, those are all of the products that I feel like are not worth the price and that there are just better products at a more affordable price tag or at the same price tag that are just better. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is all in good fun, but I hope you did find it enjoyable. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.